What's going on, guys? Right now I am going to be doing basically like a double upload, and we're going to be having some fun with Guardian Orb, Transmogulator, Crown Guard Inheritance, Nidalee. I'll probably go against Lissandra because we've been bullying her recently, and I don't know, I just think it's kind of funny. But what this actual video is going to be about is the reveal of all the Runeterra news, so we're going to go through that first, but I just kind of wanted to let you guys know what's going up directly after that. So let's do one at a time, baby. Yes. So what am I talking about? Riot interview with Brian Kopleck, massive news, Path of Champions. So if you guys don't know, obviously I reference Spicy Toast Gaming a lot, and it's really cool to see that he got an interview with a developer. He's been promoting it, that it was going to be this big thing, and I really like the interview. Now what I didn't want to do is specifically, I was actually just gonna like come over here and like kind of play as he's going through the constellations and stuff like that, but I feel like it's a disservice to his actual video. So like I'm actually just gonna link the video. If you guys want to see the entirety of the Riot interview with it, I'm going to link it into the in the description of this, and if I forget to, which I shouldn't, I will be a bad boy. But I think that they also have it on the Runeterra report, the little part that I want to go over. And they've been going all crazy, right? They're trying to like showcase all these little things about what's going on with Viego. So pretty much they show that Viego's gonna be the first one. He's gonna be like, boom, 6 stars. As you can see, 1, 2, and 3. U is like some other currency that they're gonna have. You have to pretty much go through that interview if you want to kind of know that. Pretty much it's like extra, right? So this is 4, 5, and then 6. So those are the 6 stars that you get, and then we're gonna also see here what each 6 star actually is. So when it's like the standard thing that you're normally used to, which I really think is pretty cool, right? I think that it's nice that they have it like a different way of doing it. So as we hear, each round, the first time you slay an ally, summon it. The round 1, I shouldn't even read this, honestly, because it goes away once you get to round 3, right? Power 3. When an ally with 4+ power dies, reduce the cost of all 4+ powers allies in hand by 1. That to me is just insane, because if you have any type of power on and it's the power, so we get something different, right? We get something different. We've had so much stuff with cost, we have so many things with yeah, pretty much, yeah, just cost, right? So this is going to be dealing with the power of a unit. So even if, I mean, Ash is going to have a field day, right? He's going to be slowing us down, or anything that has to do with negating or lowering the power of the unit on the field. But what I like about this is that the cost is almost irrelevant. So obviously, if you know anything about the encroaching mist, this is going to be really cool as far as like, boom, let us, you know, Spirit of the Brewer is the first thing I think of, and you know, I make the encroaching mists are actually 1 cost. So boom, you do that, and then with that, you on top of that, you also just can like eat them. Corrupted Star Fragment, boom, Viego. I think Viego's going to be insanely easy to use. But it's mostly about all these other ones. And then boom, this is the 3-star power. Each round, the first time you slay an ally and the first time you slay an enemy, summon an encroaching mist. The encroaching mist, again, is a 1/1 that literally gives itself +1/+1 every time it is summoned, and that is just really cool. So what happens after that, right, is that it starts to go a little bit kooky. Then it goes to regen, which they said that regen is going to be different per champion going forward. So I don't know if they're immediately implementing it. So he does say an example, like let's say that they're going to say Elder Dragon has 100 HP, has 0 regen, right? So you will not heal at the end of your fights unless you heal within the fight. You guys have seen me in multiple of my runs, is that sometimes I'm like, damn, I need to go put some lifesteal on and get my HP back. And then something like very similar to like Vex, right? We've spoken in tandem about Vex, is that one of the things with Vex is that you're gonna have to take a couple hits of HP to kind of wait and get your setup going, and then once your setup is good, then it's like, okay, boom, now I can like recover. So having like high regen on something like Vex or any of the slower champions might be, you know, really good. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that they're going to do that. I guess it just depends on how it's actually going to be implemented. Then the next thing is like supported champions. Support champions have studded leather, phage, or Titan's axe based on their cost. The guy even says in the interview that the higher the cost, the bigger the thing is. So studded leather is +1/+1, phage is +2/+2, Titan's axe is +3/+3. So pretty much just saying that like if it has a really high cost, it's going to be a stronger unit coming into your deck. And again, it's the support champions. Now I would have really wished that they just said, you have an option to pick a support champion or not. And if you choose not to take a support champion, you get an extra reroll or something like that, or some type of bonus. I feel it really weird that they force that upon you. And I feel like in a lot of other roguelites, and I have a special announcement for you guys. It's not ready yet. It has something to do with roguelikes, and not the channel, but a completely separate channel. You guys are gonna absolutely love it. But I feel like in other roguelites and roguelikes, like whatever, the choices are a little bit better. Like when it comes down to that, I feel like sometimes I'm picking a support champion against my will, and they're adding like 6 cards into my deck instantaneously. It's like you get 2 of each thing, right? And sometimes maybe 1 card synergize with my deck, but not the other 2. So I see that they're trying to fix that up here, but I feel like I just rather not have to make the choice if I don't have to, and then don't get screwed by it. Then next up is Shape of Fear. Has stopwatch. Shape of Fear is 1 cost, fast speed. Stopwatch will make it burst speed, but you kill an ally and then it summons an encroaching mist. You can literally use it on an encroaching mist. So it will summon a stronger version of it, and then as those guys die, it will lower the cost of the units in the hand, which is also synergizing, because if you were to keep lowering the cost of units in your hand, Viego can then himself become a 1 cost, and then he can just become 1 or 0 cost, and then Spirit of the Brewer would just give him all those great things. So I think that's now I realized I don't even need to do Corrupt the Star Fragment, but Corrupt the Star Fragment is still pretty good because the encroaching mist is strong. Plus you consume it, so you almost like double your stats. It's kind of nuts. So that's a thing, right? Then you have Shadow Owl followers you acquire in adventures have pickaxe. Did they see my Shurima only video and they're like, yo, this is a great idea, this is amazing? So I think that it's cool. So like if you're like Shadow Owls and you like see a Shadow Owl as a follower, it's going to be naturally stronger. Pickaxe also is going to make that. And it says you acquire an adventure, so it's not like in the deck naturally, but like if you pick a Shadow House follower, it's gonna naturally just have a pickaxe on it, giving it more attack, which is gonna help you trigger the thing, which is great. So I hope that they make sure that the other units in these magical things are, you know, the other 6-star units also have very specifically targeted stuff. Like I hope I don't see, let's just use Set for example, and it says Ionian followers have you acquire in adventure have pickaxe. It could be something like a tune or something like that, like each one that makes sense. In a Viego based deck, as we can see so far, it's really important for those units to have a decent amount of attack. So I'm kind of hoping that's like the thing they're going with. Mana flow, he did mention that pretty much everyone's gonna get extra mana, so you're starting off with 3. I'm looking forward to that as well. That's a really good thing. And then boom, your support cards have an additional item. So right now they only come with 1 item. So now if you keep leveling up, they'll have 2 items, which are making them way better choices. And it will probably eliminate what I just vented on, is about they are not being that great of a thing. But now they're gonna have 2 items, which makes them really, really strong. Again, this is after you invested strongly into these units. This one, don't care for. It's 5% and 1%. Don't care, but it is cool. Yeah, you're getting higher chance to get better items and powers, especially legendaries. Cool. Not really something you talk about. This though, Celestial Insight, 100% EXP for Shadow House champions. So this to me tells me that they're going to be going with every single region, right? So there's going to be a 6-star champion for every single region, and that's going to be sick, right? I'm assuming Aesol maybe just for Targon. It's weird because he's like 4-star, and now they're making 6, so I'm assuming they're just going to give him 2 more just for the shits and giggles of it. But unlocking this first, and they did say that with the Celestial thing, I'll go back to it, but they said that you can kind of bounce around. I'm assuming after the first 3 that you can bounce around because it'd be kind of weird. But I would unlock this immediately, right? One of the things, I think you guys can see my screen here, right? Yeah, you can see this here. Like we're bouncing around, bouncing. So let me just go. So boom, Gwen, level 3, 3 stars, amazing. Level 3 though, kind of annoying to level up. Mordekaiser, I have so many great ideas for Mordekaiser, but God, do I hate leveling him. He's such a slow champion. And who else do we have? Veigar, loved Veigar. Just I'm assuming that these should also contain the same thing, right? So it should be the same thing. The fact that it's like even though they're dual region, that it should be the same thing. But yeah, Kindred, love Kindred, but being so low level is annoying. Elise, don't even have her, and then Thresh. So there's a couple options here that would be fantastic. Also, as they add more champions in there, it would be like, yo, go to Viego, unlock your Viego, initiate the Viego, and then you should be fine. So I'm really excited for this because it's gonna help level the champions up. Plus you have the blessings and all the other stuff. So I'm really excited for with those. And then boom, Shadow House champions have regen, base regen, just for leveling and investing into this. And then, oh wait, I skipped ahead. And then boom, allies have overwhelm, so it's just crush. So I guess that really screws up my whole aspect of I really wanted to do Spirit of the Brew, but Spirit of the Brew gives you, I think, overwhelm, quick attack, and then fury, I think. So gives you a little bit of extra things. And then this one, Encroaching Mist, has Skirmisher's Saber, which I think is the Challenger, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And then last but not least, when you summon Encroaching Mist, grant allies everywhere +1/+1/+1/+0, giving them more attack and allowing you to do everything, and then kind of pretty much putting that nice sexy type bow on the thing. So boom, there it is. So 1 2, you could see like the special sparkle here for these 1 2. This one's not as shiny as it should be, but it is. Boom boom boom. Now they basically said like you could, I'm assuming you can get some of these whenever you want to, but yeah, it's pretty interesting on how that's gonna work. He also mentions in this interview that, let me see if I can like skim through it. Boom, he also has this right here. I'll biggie size it. This is actually from the video. Again, still go check out the video. I highly suggest you do that. So boom, 5 wins, 10 wild fragments every month. That's amazing, right? So we're already, you should be getting your dailies, right? I said that. So dailies, you get 5 wild fragments a day. So you get 10 a month, and the Cosmic Blessing, then Aurelian. So they said that they pretty much just are not binging off of still doing ASOL, but they are adding more different things in there. 2 silver reliquies, 1 silver star vessel, which is I don't know what the hell that is. That's something new, and I don't know if I have to rewatch the interview or watch it in full, and then I'll figure out what that is. I think that they haven't really explained what that is yet. 20 wild fragments, amazing, right? Because you're gonna need a lot more wild fragments, right, to do all that good stuff. Some more ASOL fragments, so 10, 10, 20. 40, so significantly less, I think, ASOL fragments than what you get now. I think you get like 60, I think, or maybe even 100. So they have something to work towards. So they don't want to get rid of ASOL because ASOL is so busted. Actually, because of this, I think not in the Nilly run, but maybe eventually, maybe when it drops, I want to do another ASOL run just because he's just so fun and he's so abusive, and just to be like, hey, look guys, this is the strength of ASOL, because no content creator really does anything on him, because it's like almost a guaranteed win. It's really hard to lose with ASOL, but it's once you get everything on him, right? So more platinum vaults, I like that. Good platinum vaults, gold star vessels, don't know what that is. 3 silver reliquies, and then a minor gemstone vessel at like the final, which this is weird because this is a, where is it? The first vessels, no, silver star gemstone vessel. So we'll see how that, and some of these I'm assuming it's what's going to be into their monetization stuff. I told you guys, and my prediction is that what they're gonna do, so Viego, I'm 100% 20,000% assuming that he's gonna come with a specific exclusive of epic relic and something like that. I feel like that's where they're gonna be getting their money. But now if they're introducing other things, this is from my mobile gaming channel, I know this from the back of my head, is that when you start introducing different type of resources, that's where you're going to start getting your monetization from. I don't know how the people are going to react to this monetization, because gemstone vessels and then star vessels, they sound like they're 2 separate things, and that's pretty much where it's going to be like, oh crap, I want more of these, how do I get them? And it's going to be like 10 to 20 bucks, and that's pretty much what it is. And then we'll see if that will sustain the game good enough. It's going to be up to us really if we want to do that, or is it going to be something that it's like, well, you don't need to get them quick enough, you can just chill. That's going to be decided literally in a week, because in 7 days from now it's going to go live. So it's a week from today, and we'll be able to kind of get more grasp. Hopefully they'll drop more updates. I'll cover it as they drop it. If they're doing more interviews with other people, they could have let me do it. No, they shouldn't. I'm a little bit of a wild child, but I would have been nice, kinda, maybe, who knows. Let me know. You guys let them know. Yo, next time do it with Jinx. Do it with your boy Jinx. Anywho, hope you guys look forward to the Nilly video that's gonna come right after this, because I'll render this in like 2 seconds. I'm actually gonna record it in the same file. That's how confident I am that the Nilly run is gonna be pretty easy. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. See you guys in the next video. Peace.